Hi, I'm Robin Gary from the Dougherty Art Center, and welcome to Hand Building a Cat Food Bowl. The supply and tool list here looks a little long, but all the things are very straightforward. From clay all the way down to glaze brushes, we're going to take you through hand building and decorating a cat food bowl. The first thing we're going to do is roll out a slab. I've chosen a large piece of clay so I can show you how to throw it out into something thinner before you start rolling it with your rolling pin and sticks. Now it's time to cut a circle out that will be the bowl part of the pet food bowl. We let that circle firm up a bit, and then we use a ball and a piece of foam. We press the ball into that little circular slab to make the bowl shape. We need to make a template for the wall of the bowl. I use a piece of newspaper, and it's a couple of inches longer than the circumference of the bowl and about 2 inches wide. Using the template as my guide for slab length, I've rolled out another slab that is slightly longer than the circumference of the bowl. I cut the clay to the size of the template. Now my ends, you can see, are at angles. You'll see that in the long run that's not quite the right way to make this, but it's clay, so we can cut off any extra. We need that slab that we just cut to dry up a bit before we attach it to our bowl. So take advantage of this time and roll out a coil that you can use for attaching later. After the slab has dried enough, I moisten the edges of this bowl, which is getting a little dry. You'll see now I'm scoring. I have to make sure that it's wet enough for me to attach that slab. A little bit more water. And then I start compressing that slab in from the top. You see my thumb working it? I continue this compression and pushing till it's made it all the way around the side of the bowl. You'll see my thumb is doing a lot of the work. I've got the sponge in there to help get it wet again. I took a little tiny piece of clay to fill in a hole, and then I cut off that excess. I'll cut off some more later. Now it's time to add that coil that you made earlier to the underside of the bowl. We're attaching the underside of the bowl to the walls. I've made several passes with a rib and sponge to give the bottom of the bowl a flare. I've cleaned it up really well with the sponge and a rib, and I've waited for it to get leather hard before I start applying any of my underglaze. As you work, you may find that you've made a mistake. In working with leather hard clay, you can wait for the mistake to dry and then scrape it off with a blade. I decided to make Swiss cheese that's blue, so it's blue Swiss cheese, as part of my design, as well as a cute little mouse. And dots are always fun. I've added some accents with some black underglaze. Then I'll let this dry slowly and bisque fire it. After bisque, I can add more color or go straight to a clear glaze and fire one more time. Thank you for watching. And yes, that is my cat you hear every once in a while in this video. You can find more from the Dougherty Art Center on this page.